head to toe. Isn't that right? How can the blood that contaminates the brain will not contaminate toe? Then what is the difference? How come one person settled their toxin into their brain and another person settled their toxin into toes? The body cells are just like anything else. If there is a chance given, it rather live than die. We are rather live than die. Then how come certain portion of cells will accept the poison and a certain other portion will reject it? It's the strength, it's the health. If your cells are healthy, it has a better chance in repelling incoming poison. Many times people say, as a child, I fell and broke my wrist. And that's where, as I get older, I feel pain when weather changes. You heard of that. That part became weaker because of the injury you received way 20 years, 30 years ago. But the weakness remained. Weaker than the part never had accident. By different reasons, we have different weaknesses. Each person has different weaknesses. So let's say a person cut out the brain tumor. You are like clean now, but we better give you radiation in case. 3 months, 6 months later, we thought we got it all out, but your case, radiation didn't work and spread throughout your body. So all over, full-blown case cannot save you. How many of you know that such a statement was said by somebody you close to? To me, your blood has it all. Your blood circulates, even though that particular dump site of the poison is cut out surgically, would be better if we use natural method to reverse it. As it accumulates, it can be reversed. And people say, I have a tumor this big, and it can be reversed. Tumor is already there. I said, it went in there, little by little. Nobody just surgically put it in there. It went in there, little by little. Can it be reversed little by little? What is surgery? Instead of reversing it, removing it. Artificially, surgically, you're removing it. But did we do, by removing that accumulated poison, did we improve our quality of blood? Most likely not. Blood is the same. The poison runs in the blood is still the same. This is removed. In natural healing, it reverses. In other words, your blood source is cleaned out. Isn't that much better? Yes? So, blood can get contaminated from contaminated intestine. There is one other area we can do something about. Today, many people are into exercising. Wonderful thing. What does exercise do? Is it moves lymphatic system. Many people don't care to think about lymphatic system. People care about circulatory system because the circulatory system is the life source moving heart. When heart stops, people die. But guess what? Lymphatic system is just as important. Does not carry red blood cells, you don't see. You don't see. But if you looked at anatomy chart on lymphatic system, they are just as complicated web like a circulatory system is. Except you don't see them because there is no red blood cells run through lymphatic system. In medical profession, it is called human garbage system. Anything that out of your intestine, blood should not accept because it is garbage. Then it goes into the lymphatic system. It should be cleaned out. But we have maybe capacity of cleaning 2, but we are making garbage 5. Overflow of 3 get congested, either made into people's fat cells or made itself into sinus congestion. Then what we do? Funny thing happens when it comes to sinus, cold, and flu. During that time, body is trying to do house cleaning. But first thing we do, shut it back in. That's what we do. But is that going to remain in your body next to 12 years or 25 years and turn into living cells or food for the living cells? The congestion that want to come out of your body, do you think it will do something good for you eventually? Another thing, diarrhea. This is away from the lymph system. But people have diarrhea. Oh, you get dehydrated. You better stop that. That diarrhea material is so caustic, it burns you coming through. You use medication and lock it in. Body will throw the water. That caustic water, body throws it into the blood system. What happens to the diarrhea material? Turns into some food for your body or turns into living cells for your body. Do you know? Do you follow me? That is so putrid, you don't want to keep it. But we are educated. Diarrhea is bad for you. So diarrhea comes, you better stop that. Let's think it through to say what happens to the diarrhea material. So let's get back to lymph system. If lymph system is congested, it is not right for us to shut it up and dry it. What happens in 20 years to come? We are not going to change the way of manufacturing excess 3 of the lymph congestion. So keep on accumulating more and more. But on the other hand, we dry it back and dry it more and more. No wonder eventually we get some growth somewhere. And then used to have 2 days cold as a child. Now as we get older, the amount is so much more. Now we have 2 weeks cold. We get even older, 2 weeks nothing, 6 months cold. In the beginning, only ragweed season had congestion coming through. But as we get older, more accumulated, it's now mold and dust and animal hair and 365 days. We have drainage. So those are the 3 areas. Only way lymph congestion can be helped at this point is by cleaning bowel so that bowel wall can accept excess amount of lymph congestion and get it out through bowel movement. And in order to perform that, we have to exercise. Because in circulatory system, we have a heart. As long as we are living, some people are weak, but nevertheless heart pumps. By heart pumping, circulation is performed. But in lymph system, we don't have a heart.